Hello there, Mr. Elliot here.
Hello, Mr. Elliot here. Hello, Mr. Elliot here.
Well, I thought I'd have a change this time. No tie, no suit, and in school as well. Hope everybody's keeping well and staying safe. It's been lovely to talk to lots of parents and some children as well while I've been ringing round. Sadly, there were one or two parents who I'd left a voicemail for and were unable to talk to them, but I'm sure we'll catch up sometime soon. Just a few things just to remind you about. The VE Day work. Can the children have that handed into the box at the front of school by the 24th, which is a week on Friday, a week this Friday. We can then get those judged and laminated and displayed around the village. From this Monday, the 20th, the work packs will be ready from 10 o'clock in the morning to collect from the box. Alternatively, that can be collected or downloaded, I should say, from the Padlet, or the work will be on there as well. If there's any issues with any of the work or you need any help or guidance, please don't worry about getting in touch. That's what we're here for. Anyway, I look forward to seeing you all soon. Take care. I think there's a story coming next, and you'll be pleased to know there's been no jokes this time. Bye. I'd like to read you a story. It's called The Little Brown Bush Rat. As the sun shone down on the dusty red earth of the Australian outback, a little brown bush rat made his way home. On the way home, he came across a group of animals talking loudly. They were busy discussing what it was they each could do the best. "I am by far the most beautiful," said the lyrebird, and he displayed his magnificent feathers. "I can jump higher than anyone else," said Kangaroo, as she cleared a particularly tall bush. "I can hang upside down by my tail," said the possum, and they all agreed that no one could possibly do that quite so well. "Well, I can run the fastest," said the emu, and he ran round and round the clearing very fast indeed. Bushrat was amazed. He couldn't run very fast or jump very well, and despite what his mother said, he didn't think he was very beautiful. He was also pretty sure that if he tried to hang upside down by his tail, then something nasty would happen. One by one, the other animals spoke up. The rainbow lorikeet was the most colourful. The duck-billed platypus was the best swimmer. The echidna had the best nose for miles around. Even the lazy koala could sleep for longer than anyone else. Bushrat sighed miserably and wiped a tear from his... "I'm just a scrawny little bushrat who's no good at anything," he thought to himself. He was wandering off sadly into the bush when suddenly he heard a commotion behind him. He turned round to see the Wampu fruit dove come bursting into the clearing. "Fire!" she squawked. Everyone went silent. And then... panic! The kangaroo jumped up and down. The emu ran round and round in circles. The stress was all too much for the lazy koala, who promptly fell asleep. Only one animal managed to keep calm. The little bushrat sniffed in the air and followed his nose towards the fire. He found it in a small clearing where the hot sun had set fire to a pile of dead leaves. It was only a little fire, but as every bush animal knows, the smallest fire will very quickly turn into a raging bushfire if not put out. Through the trees he could see the river. Bushrat thought for a second and then leapt into action. He started digging and digging and digging until just when he thought he couldn't dig any more, whoosh! Bushrat broke through the river and the water flooded out. The strong current swept him off his feet, and he only just managed to grab hold of an overhanging twig before the water gushed into the clearing. Tired and wet, Bushrat climbed down the branch and wandered back to the clearing. The water had put out the fire, and one by one the other animals returned. The possum was the first to speak. "Bushrat saved us. He's the bravest animal in the whole world." And how they cheered and cheered. The little Bushrat glowed with pride. "I'm the bravest," he thought. "Hooray! Hooray!" That evening, with the cheers of the other animals still ringing in his ears, Bushrat smiled to himself. "I am the best at something, after all," he thought. "I just didn't know it." So, we're all good at something, and I know that all of you children have got lots of talents, and I've enjoyed looking and hearing about all the things that you've been doing. Okay, bye.